Hey everybody, I'm Quillen, and these are all my fish, and welcome to the LunchTable podcast. First person that we have up is Elijah. Say hello, Elijah.
Hello. Introduce yourself, dang.
I am Elijah. My name is Elijah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Elijah.
About myself, I am male.
He's single. That's good. You're male. Are you sure? I always thought you were like
I am approximately 5'7", and my height is 5'7".
Did you go to one of them? Did you go to Steak and Shake and measure yourself against the door?
Yes.
I'm a little concerned what the first 5'7" was.
The second person we have up is Spencer. He is our music intro and outro.
No, I'm not.
He is.
No.
He wrote it and then he did it. So he is.
No, I didn't do it.
You did.
No. Listen to Spencer. He's in charge.
I'm in charge. Dallas?
By the way, I'm Dallas. Quillen, Dallas.
Dallas.
Hi, Dallas.
Nice to meet each other.
My name's Spencer.
Nice to meet myself. Okay, Spencer. Thank you for doing our intro and outro that you tweeted.
It's my pleasure.
You should actually. We should put a link in the description to your music because I love your music.
We will put a link. In the
description that's
to
pretty good
Spencer's song.
Yeah, you've got some pretty epic music.
Oh, I need to remember to have links for our topics also.
Oh yes. We need to have that.
I can.
But I don't think. Are we doing that this time?
No, we're not doing those topics right now because that would take too long and I haven't done enough research.
Okay, that'll be next time then.
The next person we have on our podcast is Bigger Dummy number 1.
Dallas, I swear to God,
on my screen,
call me that one more time.
On my screen, he's Bigger Dummy number 1, but
on my screen, he's Toby, Ricky, Bobby, Philip Jr. the third.
And on my screen, I can't even see myself. I'm Gangster Goose. Actually, I'm Phantom Operator.
Why?
Phantom Operator.
That's just like there's a bit of a backstory to that. I just don't want to tell it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
Later.
Thanks for almost going on that tangent.
If anybody cares about you, we'll hear about it later.
No one cares about you, so.
I upload it, so yes, they do.
They don't.
Blake is our guy that helps a lot with sound too, because he's good with sound stuff. Like he got me SoundForge to edit the audio on this to make it sound better than it would if I didn't have SoundForge.
That's
Dude,
debatable.
shout out to Mike, giving me all my stuff. Mike, you're the best.
He won't hear this.
If you're watching this, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Mike W.
I'm sorry.
I won't give his last name.
Yeah, we're not putting last
Michael
on the internet.
Mikhail.
The last person we have, who may not always be here, actually none of us may always be here except myself, is
People care even less about than me.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah.
He doesn't do anything.
Jeremiah's job is to make it really difficult for us to edit out feedback.
Hey, actually, no, I'll give him that. It's not that bad this time.
Yeah. It's not bad today.
What did you do?
He had his TV on.
Did you kill your family?
System right beside his mic, so when he started talking, you would hear.
It's racist.
By the way,
I believe he killed his family.
Elijah also does stuff like.
Hold on, I want to talk. Okay.
This is exactly why nobody cares about you. So he does stuff. He has done the YouTube topics that we're probably going to do on the next podcast, but I have done no research on those, so I don't feel like talking about them right now.
I did them like
it'll be about
morning.
E3, so it's
morning
E3.
After.
It's definitely worth listening.
We talked about doing a podcast. I was like, "Here's all your topics." I gave them to Blake.
May I just say at least my
last name?
YouTube channel's name?
You can link our YouTube channels.
Yeah, we
can just link our YouTube channels.
Not that I put up videos.
Dallas's is Quillen on the Fist. Elijah is Pokemon Brawler 123, right?
12. Just
12. Mine's purple.com. What's yours, Jeremiah?
$12.
$12. What's yours, Spencer?
What's yours?
I guess Mere Crazies with an S.
Mere Crazy's Nest.
It'll be linked. They can be linked.
It'll be linked.
I'll link you that in the description. Hold on a second. Let me pull up a sticky note to have what we're supposed to be linking.
Ooh, I have one topic. I showed Blake this.
I will have videos up soon.
About the kids in Minnesota.
Sooner or later.
what continues.
Elijah, what was the first topic that you said put a link to?
Oh, wait. Are we doing that?
No. The first.
Should we just
tell me to put a link to from this podcast? I'm writing them down now.
What's the topic of the day today? Topic of the night, because we're
we can
recording
do
this
that.
at 10 o'clock.
Let's talk about ourselves first.
Yeah.
Give a little bit of history.
Yeah, I've been with Blake in Dallas since, I don't know,
Preschool.
kindergarten.
Kindergarten for Blake. Preschool for.
So is this a gay relationship?
Yes, it's a three-way.
No,
It's
okay,
not
just
gay.
double
It's
checking.
not gay if it's in a three-way.
It's not.
Dallas is always in the middle.
It's not a three-way. It's a swinger couple.
I personally see Dallas on bottom.
Swinger couple.
I've known.
No, we're actually.
I've known Spencer since
Stop. I might edit that out.
fifth grade, I think.
Good, you better, because I don't want to be in this bunch.
I knew Spencer from Boy Scouts in like 5th grade, I think, and I knew Jeremiah since a few days ago.
Yeah, a few days ago.
Yeah, but we make friends easy.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's a likable person.
Blake, Jeremiah,
like-
Spencer, and I are all going to the same school,
I am not.
Elijah's a loner.
and
I'm a loner.
Elijah's homeschooled, so nobody cares about him.
The
I'm sorry.
University of Bigger Dummies. Where Blake attends.
It's UB, University of Bigger Dummies. UBD.
UVD.
I have way too much time on my
We all
hands.
go to UBD.
So I'm gonna talk about myself a little.
D-troll.
I'm gonna talk about myself a little bit.
No one wants to hear that.
I'm Dallas.
We don't want to know what you do in your spare time, Dallas.
I play a lot of video games.
Doesn't ever
It's
want
mainly
something.
Nintendo, but a lot of Sony stuff too, because Xbox sucks. And
Doesn't it always?
Wow. Okay, we've already got all the Xbox people are not watching this podcast.
oh well, oh well.
Oh well.
Oh,
Well,
well,
anyway.
I think Xbox 360
think
was
about
fine
No, think about it though. There's not that many Xbox people now.
Yeah.
anymore.
Um,
Well,
We gotta-
they started coming back after the recent thing, but I'm not going to go into that.
I also like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So
Me too.
actually one of the things I'm planning to do with this channel as well is have some of my Yu-Gi-Oh friends on it for a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast every so often.
Tournament friends.
I will be joining.
Yeah, Jeremiah also
that'd be cool.
likes Yu-Gi-Oh. So.
I will not be
I'm-
joining.
Me,
I will not be
Dallas,
joining your
yeah,
podcast.
me, Dallas, and I think Spencer, if I'm correct, have been Pokemon guys.
No.
I
I haven't
Pokemon
really
guy.
been anything.
I play a lot of
I'm a
Pokemon.
Pokemon guy.
I play a lot of real cards.
Oh.
Like, 52 cards in the deck.
I play a lot of.
Those-
Well, I
those
think
guys.
Jeremiah and a couple other of my friends might be on for a video game specific podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can. I know a lot of. Well, not really, but
But-
I can learn.
But then everyone excluding Dallas will be in a Minecraft podcast.
Everyone except myself plays Minecraft here. So
Because he's...
I've never seen Jeremiah on Spencer's server yet, though. I don't even know his IGN.
Probably because I don't have that one yet.
We should make it clear though, we're not really into vanilla Minecraft as much as we are Feed the Beast.
I am.
and
I have.
Minecraft.
I have a huge vanilla server.
all right,
Okay,
so
I'm not really-
That's enough of Minecraft. You guys can talk about that on your own podcast eventually. I'll upload it for you.
Just give me your password to your channel.
And
I'll
we can
upload it.
and we can record it at like 3 in the morning when Dallas is never on.
Yes, we should do it. No, our podcast should
Spencer.
be called Minecraft at 3 a.m.
Spencer,
I'm not sure if I can
tell
do
us
that,
about
man.
yourself
Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, Spencer.
because we care about you more than anybody else here.
Darn it!
Everybody likes
I'm a
Spencer.
ginger.
Okay, for all the ladies out there, I'm not available.
He's in a terrible relationship
Darn.
with
I-
named Fearless.
Actually, I have to say his relationship's going a lot better than mine.
You don't have one anymore.
Blake.
Not anymore.
Yeah, you're in the
We won't-
threesome with Dallas.
We won't go. We won't go into that.
I've been single since I was born.
We all know
How many text messages has Ashley sent you saying hey?
Oh, I will check my phone.
Okay,
You should do
Spencer,
that.
You start talking.
Get back to us on
Take
that.
his phone.
Okay, I start talking. All right.
I am working on
I'm a musician. I'm a programmer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I build robots.
My phone froze on me.
Dallas.
With Dallas.
You should make it clear though. You do that in your free time.
I do that. Yeah, I do that in my free time. Then I
Do
go
that
to
in my free
school.
time.
Yes. I go to school for 8 hours a day, 180 days out of the year.
Which
Terrible.
And then I sleep for 8
Um,
hours, 365 days out of the year.
My phone
would
shut
hope
off.
More like
It
4
could-
hours.
My phone shut off. It couldn't handle all
Like
the
4 hours.
messages.
Are you serious?
No,
Aw.
it shuts off sometimes when I do stuff. It did shut off though.
This is why you don't have a girlfriend, Elijah. Your phone.
So I have
Like Ash-
swarms of women swooning over me.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
You have a
Oh.
of women
I'll give it. I love the word.
I have to
I love
close
the
my
use of The word
curtains.
swooning. That was pretty
Oh
good.
my!
That was
I
pretty good.
have to lock all my doors and windows at night.
Okay.
I will be right back.
Jeremiah, tell yourself a little bit about.
There we go.
Okay, well, I'm a diver. I am a
Nobody
ginger.
noticed what I said. Tell yourself a
yeah.
little bit about us.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I have a speech impediment. I stutter. So if you ever catch me acting up, that's why.
I deleted that.
I am single. As of right now.
soul.
I have a bigger you know what than you.
I said 5'7".
Nose?
Than you.
Bigger nose.
I said 5'7". Blake, what was rule number 3?
Let me.
That does not apply.
I'm
Yes, it
about
does.
I'm
5.
right now.
Oh
I'm
my
about-
God, Jeremiah, shut up.
I'm about 5'6".
No
About a
large distractions during recordings, Elijah.
Dude, that was a
What?
pretty good one.
What happened?
No large
I
distractions
cut
during
out.
recordings.
And my computer is crap, so if you ever see me cutting from the call,
Jeremiah, there'll be times when Jeremiah just randomly leaves
Drop.
the podcast.
Everybody
Okay.
cut out for me right there. I missed
Victor
everything.
dummy number 1. Tell us about yourself.
Dallas, stop calling me that.
No, rule number 1.
No, it's not. It doesn't make me mad. It's just it gets to the point where it's just getting old.
I know, that's the good part. It's like wine. The older it gets,
It's like
the
when you guys used to call me Conehead.
Oh yes.
No, don't
Oh,
bring
that was
up
my
because
favorite. Okay.
that wasn't my. But anyway, my name's Blake. I've known Dallas and Elijah since way too long, and I like doing video making. I like doing just anything technical work.
and girls.
I don't design that too.
We're not sure about that.
Can I read the rules of the podcast?
I love doing. Yeah, no, we don't need to read the rules of the podcast,
But they're awesome.
but they're not.
We added like 20 more.
I'm not.
Yes,
I
we
didn't
did
add
add
those.
20 more.
I have the actual rules.
Are we gonna get on with the topics? Because I'm really interested in this.
What topic are
Okay.
we talking about today?
Interested in yourself?
We're gonna talk. Oh, okay.
my.
We gotta do. We gotta do
Let's
a
talk
little
about
bit
what
more.
we're doing for this week and what we have done in the past week or so.
Yeah. So for the past week before we started doing this podcast, pretty much has been spent getting our recorder set up, Skype working correctly, all of our microphones set up correctly because Jeremiah had this big feedback issue. Finding topics is a
Sorry.
pain. Figuring out our schedules is a pain. There's a lot. There's a
Writing
lot of
music is a pain.
writing music is
Yeah.
a pain.
Everything's a pain.
Breaking up with your girlfriend is a pain.
Blake's a pain.
But I am a
Blake,
pain. I'm in
Blake.
pain.
Just stop. You're just hurting yourself more.
Yeah, don't talk about it, man.
I laugh it off, dude. I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't think that was laughing.
No, I'm just saying. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
there's a lot of work that goes into these podcasts. So, yeah.
And I'll be starting mine up here.
So like, comment, and subscribe.
That was pretty good.
You must subscribe.
Very threatening, stealthy. I love it.
What, Jeremiah? You'll have Ginger swooning all over you.
Ginger's.
That one.
Hey,
No, Ginger.
I just want to make an announcement. It's almost 11. It's getting close to 11 o'clock, which means me and my mommy will be going to Square Donuts.
Isn't it like 10:17?
Bring me
It
some.
is it's getting. No, I'm not bringing you some.
Darn it!
Darn it. Hey,
Does anyone want to make any other comments about the podcast? Oh, mainly the focus of the what's the focus of this podcast, Dallas?
To have fun and discuss topics.
yeah. I think it's just something fun we could, like a project we could work on together. I thought it was pretty fun.
This is our non-serious podcast. More serious podcasts will be done.
We might have different podcasts.
Possibly.
Oh yeah, you'll hear arguments and yelling
Hey,
at each other. People
who
will
here-
get kicked.
Who here does not believe I have legions of women?
I do not believe that you
Good.
have legions of women.
Your picture definitely doesn't prove it.
My picture proves
It's like your
everything.
brother.
It does look like your brother.
Not anymore. My brother's dead.
I think
Not really.
I think you should look for more focused podcasts in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We're
different
gonna have,
discussions.
we're gonna have more focused podcasts in the future when we're doing something
think-
where we actually need focus.
Yeah, I think the next LunchTable podcast is just generic
Yeah.
things.
That's
Our
pretty much just
LunchTable
describes
podcast?
what happens at
It
LunchTable.
was video games and electronics news subject, but we can do other stuff.
We can change. We can talk about.
Politics.
We could talk about politics. I can talk about that all day. I don't know about you guys. Megan Fox is up there.
Megan Fox is
up
in
on
all
the list.
subjects.
She is in all subjects.
Was.
Was in all subjects.
Then she got kicked out of
So we
Transformers
should probably make it known. We have like
Seems
three other.
alright.
We have two, maybe three other people that might join us in this podcast. Currently, there are only 5 of us. One of them is stupid. That's Kyle. He
Oh.
never answers his Skype and he never answers his phone.
What about Mason? Should we get Mason?
Mason will get on occasionally.
I haven't met
What
Mason
about Jordan?
yet.
He's a busy
Mason,
man.
I don't trust
Yeah,
Jordan on the podcast. Let's be honest.
I really think we should get Jordan though because he
Jordan,
will be everyone's favorite douchebag.
We're gonna have to put a viewer discretion is advised.
Advised.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to put one of those on there. Actually,
Yeah,
Jordan
we
might
will.
not say much.
Jordan who?
Dang it,
Oh,
boy!
yeah.
I gotta cut that out.
I was just
Oh,
kidding. That's not
oh,
actually his last
oh,
name.
we
God
can't.
dang.
Jordan.
You
Shut
gotta
up,
cut that out too.
That's not his actual name.
That's
I
not
know.
his actual name. We're just
But I'm still gonna cut it out.
Yeah, cut it out.
Okay. But it is his name.
Let's tell a fun story about Jordan real quick.
Okay.
Oh
Got one.
no, can I? No,
I've got
can I
another
tell?
one to add
I
to
got
it.
dibs on the knee one.
Okay,
Oh, that one.
how about we
I
tell
got
us?
dibs on the chemistry one.
Let's tell a story about Jordan. Every day, just like every podcast, we put a new story out.
Oh yes. All right, I'll start it out. I'll tell my. This will be the first
Okay,
story.
I'm starting because it's my podcast.
LunchTable podcast is Dallas, even though it's Spencer's name.
And so I walked into class one day with
I do everything around here.
with Jordan sitting down on his
It's not
computer,
necessarily a bad thing.
and the teacher, Mr. Dean,
Women.
because I don't want to say his last name on here either. Mr. Dean said,
Just call him
Dallas,
D.
go calm
No,
Jordan
okay.
down. He came in here throwing chairs, and he said he was really mad from Mr. Other guy's classroom. And then another girl in the class, Miss Risha, said, yeah, he threw a chair at me.
That doesn't sound like him.
It's because it's not him.
He didn't
Ruin the
actually
story.
chair. Oh my gosh, you guys are dumb.
When do you get to the funny part?
Oh my gosh.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to tell my? Do you want me to tell my story?
Yes.
I don't. I
I will
didn't
redeem this. All right, so Jordan is
Obviously.
Jordan is genuinely a smart guy. He has a
Mhm.
4.0. He's a genuinely smart guy. He has common smarts and he has school smart.
generally or genuinely?
Except for this.
He's generally a smart guy.
Okay, generally, yes.
He's generally a smart guy. He has a
Yeah.
4.0. He has common smarts and he has
He has a
school smarts.
4.0, really.
But one day he has like a 3.95. Whatever.
Oh.
It's been 4.0 for a while. One
Oh.
day on a very overcast, and by overcast I mean it was pouring rain.
And by pouring rain,
RT
you mean
I mean it was torrential downpour.
lava pouring from the sky?
Yes.
And by lava
And-
pouring from the sky, you mean the
Yes. Don't touch.
Okay.
Don't touch. Jump from couch to couch, little 5-year-old lava.
All
right,
van
so-
down by the river.
Yeah. And our teacher offers all the. We'll just call them stupid. Stupid people in our class.
Best way to
And by stupid I mean they're failures. They're not even going to pass the class. He offers
They're
them
not even
all.
gonna pass
20
Most of class.
He offers them.
Does that
20
include
points.
you, Blake?
No, I'm very. He offers them
Sure.
20 points extra credit on their grade. This isn't on an assignment. This is on their grade, so they could potentially jump 2 grades. I don't know why I did 4.
From an
2 grade levels.
Because you failed math.
If they run out to the other side of the parking lot while it's pouring rain, like we have rivers on our parking lot, touch a white car and come back. So they all line up at the door, and he's like, "Go!" They all run out the door, and then we just see Jordan just start hauling butt after them. And our teacher turns and goes, "Doesn't he have an A in this class?" I'm like, "Yeah, he has like 100%." And he just busts out laughing. He passes like every single kid running to this car, turns around, starts hauling butt back. He's in front of everyone, even with a late start. And when he's like about 10 feet from the door, he trips on a manhole cover and falls and skips. Like he hits the ground, bounces, and lands in a lands in a pothole that's like 6 inches deep, filled with water. He comes inside, sits down in a chair, and he goes, "Guys, I got a hole in my knee." We're like, "What?" And he goes, "I got a hole in my knee." I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he lifts his knee up, and he has literally got, like, you know how big a marble is, like a marble-sized just chunk of his knee missing.
That's terrible.
Like,
Do you want me to put a picture of that on the screen for this part?
We can put a picture to it. We can link to it.
I don't know.
He's got like a marble-sized, like, just hole in his knee, and he goes, "Bad news, I broke my belt buckle too." And he was like, "My mom is gonna kill me." And I can remember him texting his mom and going, "Mom, I got a hole in my knee," and she goes, "You got a what in your knee?" And, like, freaks out. And I walked with him out to his car, and I swear she could have exploded because that was like the stupidest idea he's ever had.
You should have got like a ball bearing and wrapped like a napkin around it and then just like stuck it there.
Oh God, that would suck.
Can I share a small story?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know Jordan, but I mean this is recently our school. It was a private school and we graduated at 8th grade, so I don't see Dallas or Blake anymore. But they have a carnival every year, and I was working at the carnival last year doing snow cones and stuff. And when that ended and the carnival was still going on, I went outside and talked with them, and we decided to go to IHOP afterwards at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And we just sat there and got random stuff, and Dallas starts making small talk with the waiter.
With the waiter. Like the weirdest thing you can do.
He's like, "Hi, Adam. How are you?" And he's like, "I'm good."
Adam's like, "I'm pretty good, man."
Blake's like, "What are you doing? Adam, do you even want to work here anymore?" He's like, I'm not even serving you guys, so it really doesn't matter." So Dallas is just making small talk with this passing by waiter, not even going to serve us. He's just
taking our order. Like,
and then the next person, he tries to do the same thing to her. What was her name? Brittany?
Like Brittany or Rachel or something.
Yeah, I think it was Brittany.
And when Dallas gets his food, it's like the plate's like covered in green crap, and he's got a hair on this plate.
I'm
like, Dallas,
to put this in perspective, my dad owns a restaurant, so I was tipped.
Yeah. Yeah. Dallas, this is why you don't talk to the people. They did this on purpose.
God, that guy's ugly.
Let's be fair here. Some
Serve him
waitress
some rotten.
flirted with me for wearing a Zelda hoodie to IHOP.
Sure.
Whenever I go to Cracker Barrel, the waitress just
Something's
give me
wrong with
extra
that.
syrup.
5-minute conversation when she was supposed to be at another table.
That only happens to me when I'm wearing nothing.
You have that problem too?
That's a nice
Why'd you
Zelda
wear
hood
nothing?
you have
I don't
there.
know. Dude, I'm wearing see-through pants. Can we talk about that?
It's like, hey, I have the same shirt. Oh, really? Me too.
Can
You want
we
to see
take-
mine?
Can I see?
Hey.
Can I see?
Stop. Can I talk
Okay.
see-through pants real quick?
Okay.
So, I was in my room, and just casually sitting in there, and my mom...
Let's make it known, Dallas has no door in his room.
Yeah, my
Oh.
room has no door. So, and it's directly connected to the living room, so I can hear the TV in the living room. And I hear, "Breaking news. A company is being sued for making see-through pants." And I was like, "Are you serious? Dude, did you seriously make see-through pants? The point of pants is to cover up parts that are supposed to be covered by pants."
Or to keep you warm.
Specifically your legs. No one wants to see that.
Yeah, Blake.
Have you not seen my legs? I swear.
I wear jeans and a sweatshirt or a zip-up hoodie like religiously, And ever since the summer started, I was like, okay, I'm done. And I've worn shorts and a t-shirt every day, and I'm doing fine.
Welcome to the club, dude.
Jeremiah, that's that. That
Jeremiah's
sounds
like,
nice.
me and my snow coat do just fine in the summer
Ooh,
sun.
can I? Oh,
No,
Dallas
it's
wasn't
Spencer's
here.
turn. It's Spencer's turn to tell a story. He's the most.
Okay.
He's the most
Okay.
of all of us, so he has to.
But I'm
the
getting
most
off
what?
soon.
You're the most smart.
I'm the
Yeah.
most smart.
You're the most.
Do you have a story?
God, I sound stupid just saying that. I'm the
Do you have a
most
story,
smart.
Spencer?
Do I have a story? I do have a story. I
Oh,
was born,
no.
I'm living, and I'm going to die. It's all very sad.
Tomorrow.
It's a tragedy.
I hope not.
Tell
That's a terrible way to think about life.
Your story. You have a lot of stories from chemistry.
I do have a lot of stories from chemistry. Doesn't mean I'm going to tell any.
Should,
I have two stories actually, and I don't know which one to say.
well,
Dallas was there
one
for
of them while
one of them.
Spencer's thinking.
Okay. So
Let's talk about how
add
our
our,
drafting teacher spelled donuts dog nuts.
Go ahead. That's more important.
Spelled it dog nuts.
Yeah, DOGHSUTS.
Yes.
So for the entire year, not a trimester, not a semester,
The
the
whole
entire
year.
year, we would always ask him if he had dog nuts today. It got pretty old, but it was still
Yeah.
because
It was still
Dallas, you're not very good at telling jokes.
Yeah.
What's-
Here, I'm gonna say mine.
Spencer, are you ready?
No,
Elijah,
I'm never
Crap.
ready.
you're like
Dallas, what's the story that I tell?
you're never ready instead of ever ready.
Okay, I'm gonna tell mine.
Wait,
Call
do I have
froze.
something?
The call froze for me for a second.
Jeremiah, do
Okay.
you have something to say?
I was just wondering if you knew any stories that I knew that I could tell. So I can't think of any right now, except for the time
I would just like
that
to
we argued.
point out the time.
Tell about.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming up on 30 minutes, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go over 30 minutes just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
can't.
We can go 32 or something.
I just want to say something that happened to me in French class with Dallas and Blake was there.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I think I was in 8th grade, and I'm walking around the class waiting for the teacher to get in. Mrs.
Heather.
Wait, hold on. Can I interrupt this?
Mrs. T. No. Okay, go ahead.
All right, Dallas. If you recognize the story by one time in 8th grade, that's it. There must have not been a lot that happened in 8th grade. Just saying.
No, we just
No,
like
it
we
was
talk
one time in
like no
French class.
we just we
Yeah,
are
we
so
know what this-
familiar.
we-
We are just
we know
so
what this
familiar
is.
with every single event. Like you just
Yeah.
gotta mention the first
No.
word, and we'll just know.
Yeah, I was so I'm walking around just in the class waiting for the bell to ring to start, and I go past the desk and my foot hits the side of the desk and I trip. It spins me around, and my heel on my right side hits another desk, and I fall backwards. I hit the door. The door slams open. I fall out the door, and then it closes on me. And I'm out in the hallway, and the door closed in front of me.
I remember the one where Mrs. Heather T told me, Dallas, go write on the board the answer to whatever she had said. And then she sat in my desk next to Elijah. And
Yeah.
as I'm walking up there, she slowly and creepily reaches her foot over and pushes all the crap off Elijah's desk onto the floor.
Yeah.
No
I'm
reason.
just sitting there.
No reason.
I'm just sitting there, and she's like, "There you go," and all my stuff is on the floor.
And I still remember the time I was in her math class because she taught French and math.
And you
I
said,
remember I didn't have glasses yet.
Did she teach French math?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she had.
she did,
She,
actually.
taught, she did actually.
She gave us a French math assignment.
That's amazing.
But anyway,
So did Mrs.
I didn't have glasses at the time, and I do now, unfortunately. And my eyes were so bad, and I was in such denial of my eyes being this bad. And she puts a period on the board for pi, if anyone knows, 3.14, whatever. And
Yeah.
I was like, 314,000 someone, and she's like, that's pi. And I'm like, where's the point? I'm like, she's like, you can't see that? I'm like, literally sitting in the front row. And she takes the marker and literally just turns the point into like something the size of a pool ball and goes, can you see that? And I was like, kind of. Like, I could barely see it.
Okay. Yeah, I want to say what happened. Last night I was talking
You wouldn't be very good at pool, Blake.
I was talking to Spencer, Jeremiah, and Blake, and
Spencer is me.
I was on my phone because I was on Skype on my phone, and and all of a sudden I'm just sitting there and I hear this screech, and it's just like,
Yeah, we heard just the screech.
I heard.
yeah. I thought my dog got stepped on or my brother broke his arm or something. It was two cats fighting outside,
Oh,
and it was so loud. And I went out and I yelled at him. I didn't even see him. And the next morning, I wake up and my dad's already at work. And I look at my phone and I have 2 text messages from him. They're both pictures. One is a picture of a cat. And it's like, hey, we got a new cat. And the next one from like a minute later is another picture of the cat. And he's like, the new cat's mean. He hissed at me.
Nice.
That reminds me. The night before that, the same thing happened to me. I was just listening to music. It was like it was late, and it's just
Yeah.
like cat noises. This coming out of nowhere was terrifying.
I swear, if I had a cat,
So,
I'd shoot myself.
Right now, I'm sitting on my porch, my screen porch, and I'm kind of scared because last night I had this dream that there was this albino garden snake.
Garden snakes don't hurt people.
I don't care. It still scares me because I had a dream that was on top of the screens that are in the ceiling of my porch. That doesn't have a.
Still don't hurt people.
An albino garden
It's still
snake.
following me.
Yeah.
Let's take a
Kinda like
minute
what is
here.
it
Let's
gonna
talk-
do? Break
The one that's in
break your
Mr.
back
Halloran's
or
room.
something?
Mr. Halloran's room. That snake. That was the one that was
Yeah.
on top of the
Yeah.
screen.
Well,
Kinda
guys, if you look at the time, I'm gonna have to be going.
All right, let's do an outro.
All right, well,
Let's do an outro.
you should hear my dream.
No, we
No,
could.
we don't.
No,
Let's do
I
it on
had
the
a
next
loose, I had
podcast.
a no,
Tune
I
in
had
to the next podcast.
I
if
had
you
a
want.
Everybody,
Lucius
I've been
Bar-
Quillen, and these were all my fish. Signing out.